For thousands of years, humans have reported strange experiences in the moments before death. This mystery remains one of our greatest frontiers. Across different countries, cultures, and religions, many people describe seeing remarkably similar things, suggesting a universal experience. Doctors studying near-death experiences began noticing patterns repeated again and again by survivors of various critical events. These survivors of cardiac arrest, severe trauma, and clinical death provide a window into the unknown. One of the most common reports is the sensation of leaving the body entirely, a feeling of floating above the physical self. Some patients claimed they could see doctors attempting resuscitation from above the hospital bed, observing the scene with clinical detachment. Others described hearing conversations that occurred while they were supposedly unconscious, relaying details they couldn't have known. Researchers have spent decades attempting to explain these experiences scientifically, looking for a physical cause. One theory suggests that oxygen deprivation and extreme stress trigger abnormal brain activity during critical moments near death. This electrical surge could potentially create the vivid, lifelike experiences reported by so many individuals. Another theory focuses on neurotransmitters released by the brain during trauma, potentially creating vivid hallucinations. These chemicals might produce feelings of profound peace and euphoria, masking the body's physical pain. But some cases remain deeply unsettling even to scientists, defying easy biological explanation. In several documented incidents, patients later described specific medical details that reportedly occurred while they were clinically dead. They recalled tools used and words spoken while they had no measurable brain activity or consciousness. One particularly strange phenomenon is known as terminal lucidity, a sudden return of the mind. Patients suffering from severe dementia sometimes suddenly regain full mental clarity shortly before death. They recognize family members and engage in coherent conversations moments before the end. Family members often describe these final conversations as calm and emotional, a final gift of connection. Doctors still cannot fully explain why this happens, as the physical brain remains severely damaged. Another recurring report involves deceased relatives appearing to guide the individual. Many dying patients claim they saw lost family members waiting for them moments before death occurred. Hospice nurses around the world have reported hearing these identical stories from patients of all backgrounds. Some researchers believe the brain may create comforting psychological experiences to reduce fear during the final transition. Others argue these experiences remain too consistent and vivid across different cultures to be dismissed entirely as random firings. Survivors of these events often return with profound changes, carrying a new perspective on life and what follows. Many lose their fear of death entirely, reporting heightened spirituality or a sense that consciousness continues. Despite decades of neuroscience research, the human brain still contains mysteries medicine cannot fully explain. And perhaps the most disturbing question remains unanswered. What exactly happens during the final moments of human consciousness?